Hey y'all, welcome to my initial impressions about the Interstellar Drive-In set 18006 from Lumibricks Road Trip series. Right here, Road Trip. Rated 16 plus with 2,188 parts, and I gotta say, just judging from this cover art, it looks like a fun build. You get that old like retro style 50s futuristic vibe going on here with the art cover, the UFO right here and the diner, and this old school convertible right here. It looks like a lot of fun, a lot of just mixtures of different colors, lots of printed parts in this thing. Lights galore on the car and the model. Back of the box doesn't really have too much except just like a photograph here of different cars patroning the diner, I guess, and all the warnings and stuff on the back, of course. So let's get this thing open and see what's inside. All right, so I got the tape cut and ready to open it up. Let's take a look at what's in this box. All right, roll right on top. We have two very thick and very sturdy looking instruction booklets. Let's see what we can see here. So yeah, those two booklets and a whole bunch of bags in there. So let's get these all out on the table and take a look at what's inside. All right, y'all, so I've gotten the box open and I got everything pulled out. There's a ton of bags in this. So there are 12 numbered build stages. Here's actually number 12 right here, and here's also number 12 right here. Every build stage has a minimum of 2 bags. I think 12 is actually the smallest. These are the smallest bags in the set that make up a single build stage, which it's a bunch of small parts. Some build stages have as many as 4, and some of them are rather large. So a lot of parts in this. This is book 2 here. So it looks like we're getting into the roof. Yeah, there's that UFO that's on the roof right there. Yeah, it looks like the roof construction is book 2. So that's where that one goes. Book 1, of course, builds lots of things. Builds the carport. The battery pack right there uses regular batteries and the watch batteries. So we got a carport in this one, the actual car being constructed, the diner itself, and of course we get a whole box full of electronic components, light kit in here. So this is going to be a really awesome build. I'm looking forward to getting all this opened and sorted and put together. So stay tuned for the first progress report. All right, y'all, welcome to the first progress report for the Interstellar Drive-In. This progress report covers stages 1 and 2 of the build, and we get these 2 really nice side builds. First of all, the first thing we get to build is this carport. And from the looks of it, it can just like sits next to either side of the drive-in. So either the building would be here and it sits like this way, or it can turn it this way and the building will be sitting here. So it's reversible, good either way. Not a bad little mini build. It uses a bunch of window glass right here for this roof right here, this clear roof, all tiled off with this carport right here. And a couple little planters, not the same. The planters are the same, but what's in the planters is not the same, obviously. And then this really cool palm tree We got little coconuts going on here. So it's very island themed, 50s retro style set. I'm digging the vibes on this thing so far. And then the next one, the stage 2, built this pink convertible. And we got our first light kit in this one. And this one actually includes like the smaller one with the watch batteries inside. It does light up. We have headlights in the front and tail lights on the back. That's all we get with this very unique wire setup. So that it's long here in the middle and splits off here and splits off here to create power source that we get to add. We get clear pieces right here for the headlights, and we get trans red for the tail lights. So really cool effect. Very bright actually. And the battery pack just attaches to the bottom of the car. It does not impact the function. It will still move on its own. And you can park it in the carport. Very cool. Yeah, this is just really neat. There are 4 minifigures, which you can put together at the beginning of the build as well. This one looks like he should be driving this car. He's got that really crazy pink suit, sunglasses. Yeah, and then we get 3 more minifigures, all of whom appear to be employees of the drive-in. They are wearing like the same style of like shirt, which tells me they're probably employees of the drive-in. She may be the manager since she's got more stuff on her shirt. Not real sure about that. There's not much in the book that explains their function. But overall, I'm liking this so far. I'm looking forward to the next part of the build. Stay tuned. Hey y'all, progress report time, and this progress report covers stages 3 through 5 of the Interstellar Drive-In, and there's a lot that went into this. This entire module was stages 3 through 5. Started off with this base plate construction on the outside, all this white and light tan, as well as the black and white checkerboard floor inside the diner. That was all one part. Stage 4 was actually interior details. So that happened here. So we have like a counter with a cook station right here, some stools, table, one chair that rotates, the other 2 are locked in place. Nice table, suspended on 2 rod pieces here. A little cabinet right here, like an antique style cabinet with a rubber duck and a camera on top of it. Printed picture right here of a 50s style like drive-in kind of thing. We also get like a little magazine or a book stand right here. These are all 4 of these are printed tiles, and they're connected using snot technique right here. And then stage 5 was the wall that you see here. In addition, we also get the battery pack, which just snaps onto the side right here. This little bubble piece does go up and down. I'm not exactly sure what that serves. A drive-through portion right here, probably for the car that we did earlier. With all sorts of food and drink here on the drive-through menu right here. Printed details on here. This says drive-through here. Printed glass that's a really neat technique. Something else I had never seen before, this welcome sign, which is 3 parts. It's 2 half circles and a 2x4 printed piece that says welcome. When I opened the packaging, all 3 of these pieces were attached to a yellow 2x6 plate, which the instructions said to take them off and then use that plate in this part of the bill, all this yellow right here in the drive-through. So that was interesting. It came assembled, told me to take it apart and reuse it elsewhere. So interesting thing on that, probably to keep these printed pieces together. So that's probably why they did that, because they're kind of small. Yeah, this is coming together very nicely. This is just one half of the diner. There's another half that's going to connect right here. We have a clip right here that's certainly going to connect to something. And lights that are already starting to be put in. We have a couple like lamps right up in here that have lights on them. That's the only 2 lights that were installed so far. There's more to come. I know that because I've already opened the package. Yeah, this is really fun, really interesting, very time consuming. This part, especially with the outer wall of the building. Looking forward to the next build stage. Stay tuned, guys. All right, y'all, progress report time. And this one covers stages 6 and 7. So the final 2 stages of book 1 of this build. We're not done yet. So this one actually completes the base structure of the model. So we actually now have a complete square to which to put our diner on. We started by completing this half of the diner. So we got this plate built right here with the checkerboard designs, a lot smaller than the other one. Another couple chairs, couple tables. This one's got some pizza slices, printed slices on it. That's pretty cool right there. And this jukebox, I love this jukebox. Printed pieces are like on point. You got a record selector right here, and then the bottom of the jukebox right here. And these kind of opaque blues for the tubing of the jukebox is really nice. If you can get a close-up shot of that, that's pretty cool. And then stage 6 was putting together this plate and the jukebox and some of the accessories. Stage 7 was this wall, which was very similar to this wall, only a lot smaller. Did not take as long to do. We also get a touch sensor light added on this one. I think this is going to be for the roof when we finally get around to building that one. And of course the whole model does close. So there's a clip piece right here and a piece right here that'll connect to. This plate slips into this gap right here and it just closes up nice and secure right there like that. And now you can see the whole drive-in from a 360 point of view. And we finally got all the lights on the ground floor plugged in. This took me a minute because this wire right here is very, very short. I had to kind of manipulate it with my big fingers to try to plug it into this power brick. But yeah, if I finally got it done. But now, if I turn on the light switch here on the battery pack, bam, we have light. It powers the 3 mounted wall lamps. Let me open this up again so we can see them up close. So we have 1 here and then 2 more in the diner, on the big side of the diner right here. It lights everything up very, very nicely. It's just a cool effect. The whole diner is just a really cool vibe. I'm digging it so much. Book 2 constructs the roof and final details. So it's going to be, I'm looking forward to doing all of that. This was a challenging build, to say the least. All these interesting curves and angles and the wiring, of course. Stay tuned. Coming down the line is stage 8 and the beginning of the roof. Stay tuned, guys. Hey, y'all, progress report time. And we are officially into book 2 of the Interstellar Drive-In. And the first thing we get to build is stages 8 and 9, which builds this roof. The circular shape, obviously, so it matches like the UFO theme. Actually looks kind of UFO itself, although there is still a UFO to come. It's going to sit right here in the center. So this thing starts off with a ton of plate work. You can see here in the bottom. And we get a pretty lengthy light kit that attaches at several spots. We get a touch sensor right here that connects to the touch sensor that's in the walls of the building that we built previously. And we have 3 light studs that are here, and they are different colors. I did test them out, so they work. They're held in place by several of these specialized plates with the grooves in it, so they can be held down and put flat on the roof. And then, of course, the wires feed through this rectangular opening right here into the top. And there's actually one of the wires sticks out right here that's going to attach to the UFO. And there's another one that's under all this plate, connects to this little light sensor, stud right here, which is going to illuminate this sign, which is really cool. Nice printed part. 2 printed parts for the sign. Another one of those things where it's like they're attached to a piece. You have to take them apart and then use the other piece for something else. And then stage 8 built like this part, this cross right here. Stage 9 built these and this yellow trim that's around the edge of the roof. Built one of these, multiplied times 4, and then you connect them all the way around. It's very satisfying to do that off camera, so it actually made a very short stage 9 video. But it was very satisfying to put this all together in one go. It looks pretty cool. I like the effect of it. Top with all these trans blue tiles right here, rounds and the rounded 1x2s. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the UFO. That's the next part of this roof setup. Like it very much. It's very cool design, very unique connections and wiring placements. A lot of fun to build. I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of it. Stay tuned. All right, y'all, welcome to the next progress report. This one covers stages 10 and 11. And 10 and 11 get us the UFO on top. I wanted to start with a shot of the roof and everything attached with the lights on. I love the glow of this UFO on top. Light that was behind the sign on this. Wow. Really cool. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the battery pack here, and we'll focus on the UFO here. So let me go ahead and take that off here. Easily removable. And so let's take a look at this thing. So yeah, a lot of wiring went into the construction of this UFO. Built the main part of the ring around it at first. All the construction, and then stage 11 was all the details on top, all this trans blue pieces around the edge here, this really big dome on top of it. It's given retro 50s vibes, especially with the look of the UFO in general. It's given that feel. And it's really coming together very well. I've only got one build stage left, and I think that's just exterior details around the base. But yeah, this roof is complete, and I got all the wiring put in place. There's a couple sticker parts that come off some of the connections. Like there's one right here that connects 2 different light systems into one like connector board, which connects everything to one battery pack on the back of the model.
And as you saw when I opened this progress report, there was, you know, all that glowing on top. There's a light in the center inside the dome right here. Yeah, really cool. Some of the pieces are a little like tough to get together, and some of these yellow and light green details around the UFO are a little tricky to like stake together. So it does have a little bit of looseness in there. So I'm not going to mess with the UFO too much now that's attached to the roof and working. So I'm good there. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, really interesting build techniques to put together this UFO and attaching it to the roof. Looking forward to finishing up with one build stage left, so stay tuned. Hey y'all, so final progress report, and this one covers stage 12, final build of the set. And this one gives us exterior details that'll go all around the sidewalk of the drive-in. So just kind of going around from where I'm at, lots of little planters, flowers here. These kind of robotic car hops are kind of cool. There's several of them spread around the build. I'll turn around and show you here. This one is carrying a teapot, probably presumably to water the flowers. Right here next to this really cool trash bin. This one is carrying some flowers. This one is carrying a large magnifying glass, not really too sure why. Next to this kind of food cart, there's all sorts of goodies on this cart right here. There's a nice planter back here. We have this planter, which we actually built several stages ago, but is now finally gets plant life on it. And then this robotic car hop carrying a cup, of course. And we got some more plant detail over here. But yeah, that's all the exterior details in this set. Like I said, a bunch of robotic car hops and some plants and other little details to like spruce up the outside, because this is kind of bare, honestly. And with that, the set is complete. There's it's wonderful, and I'm loving seeing all these little details all around the set. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so if you enjoyed this, please watch the full build and all the other builds on all my channels. So please go check them out. This was a fun build. I highly recommend it. And if you wish to purchase this set, I am an affiliate with Lumibricks, so please support the channel. You can go purchase this set with my affiliate link. You get a discount. So go check it out, and that's it for this one. Bye, guys.